Hello and welcome. Today I'm sharing the card I made for Craft Roulette episode 314. Craft Roulette is a card making paper crafting challenge show that airs on YouTube Friday nights at 6:10 Central. And they have a guest, and the host, Mary Gunn, spins a roulette type wheel for 4 parameters. The first one being the project parameter came up Zoifold card. Now, if you've never heard of a Zoifold card, Mary Gunn and one of our Craft Roulette friends coined the phrase by combining a Z-fold with a Joyfold card, coming up with a name, Zoifold. So the colors that the wheel chose were Easter egg. There is a third parameter for element, and it was seal or seals. And then the random parameter was 4 squares. I chose to use the Easter Joy paper and the Easter basket bundle to make my card. The base is on thick Whisper White, but you can see that the base is just a regular 2 Z-fold card. And then to make the Joy fold part of it, you just add another little card. Now these can be in any direction. You can design them to open up from left to right like this, top to bottom, bottom to top. As long as you have this little card over the Z-fold section, it comes out to be a Zoifold card. My Easter egg colors are self-explanatory because they're on Easter design paper. Now for the seal, I chose to use a little Velcro dot to seal my project shut. And then for 4 squares, as long as they are visible on your project, it counts. So you can see this pretty grid paper that I have in the back has more than 4 squares, so that counts for that. So this was a real fun card to make. Now let me show you how to make a Zoifold card. First you take the base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and you score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4 to make the Z-fold portion of the card. Now I'll leave this here in case you want to take a screenshot. And then for the Joy fold, for the little card that folds over, you can make that any size you want. I'm going to make this next card 3 1/4 inches by 6 inches, scored and folded in half at 3 inches. Now you don't have to follow these measurements for the designer series paper or a card stock, but this is what I'm going to choose to use. 2 pieces for the side that measure 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. A piece of 3 1/4 by 3. I'm going to cover the whole front of the Joyfold card, just like I did for this one. And then the main card part, this part right in the back, is going to measure 5 1/4 by 4 because I'm going to leave a little bit of a border around it. But you can put different layers, different mats behind it, and as I said, it can be in almost any orientation that you want. But let's start with the Z-fold with the 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. Now, this is just a regular A2 card. and I should have my bone folder over here, but I forgot to bring it. It's an A2 card, and then you fold the front back on itself. I am using thick, basic white cardstock by Stampin' Up. And that right there makes your Z-fold, as you can see, the Z-fold. Okay, and then for the joy fold, my 3 1/4 by 6, I'm just going to fold in half at 3 inches. And then I can start building my card. My Designer Series paper strips are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. And I'm just going to put a little Tombow liquid glue on them to add them to my card. And this paper is the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up. You can use any paper you want, or cardstock, like I used cardstock on this one, but I'm choosing to use Designer Series paper on this one. And I am going to go ahead and fold it in the same orientation as the other one. Now, I've seen some people leave this blank and decorate it. I'm going to put Designer Series paper in it, but there's a lot of leeway in the design of this card. You can put cardstock there, you can stamp on it, put some die cuts, whatever your designer heart desires. And that's the good thing about Craft Roulette, is it makes you kind of step outside your comfort zone and to come up with fulfilling the parameters for what the wheel spins. Now I'm going to have my card opening from left to right. So I'm going to put my Designer Series paper on this side of the card. And I'm choosing to cover the whole thing rather than leave a border around it. But you could put layers, matting. I even saw a card in the gallery that was made with a circle card. Quite lovely. So I might try that as well. So many different options that are fun. Okay, so we have our Z fold and our joy fold ready to go. All we need to do is put them together for the joy fold. Now, one other option is that you can put the card, the joy fold part, on the edge at the bottom, top, or middle, whatever you choose. And then, as long as your card folds over, it is going to be a joy fold card. And I think that's what I'm going to do this time. Do it a little bit different. I'm going to add my joy fold card under the back of the mat so that it's a little bit different. Why not, right? I'll put it in the middle, or as close to the middle as I can guess. And then all I have to do is add this mat to the Z-fold card, and you have a Zoe fold card. So I hope you'll join us for Craft Roulette sometime, because it's always lots of fun to see what everybody comes up with, and there are tons of cards for inspiration in the gallery. And like Mary Gunn, the host, always says, all parameters are doable. So there's my second Joyful card, all ready to decorate. I will get it decorated and show you what I've done with it. So I thank you for watching me today. Join us this coming Friday for Craft Roulette at 7:10 Central. Have a great day. Bye.